I'm Charlotte and welcome to my booktube channel. So this video, you'll have seen what it's called obviously by the title, but I have seen so many booktubers do this, and the main one is Larry. Gotta love our girl Larry. She's creates some amazing content, and I seen her film this and I have took some of them questions and I will be answering them. So this is the beginning of year book tag. I'm so excited for this. I absolutely love these book tag videos. So, are we ready to get started with the questions? I know I am, because I just love these questions and I love seeing everybody's answers all over booktube. So just bear with me, I'm going to get the questions up and we will go through them together. So question 1 is, how many books are you planning on reading in 2025? I am planning on reading 100 books. I know that seems like a rather large goal, but no matter how big or small your goal is, as long as you are comfortable with that goal, that is all that matters. So mine is 100, as last year in 2024 I read over 130 books. Shocker, I know. I wasn't even expecting to read that much, but hey ho, I did. So 100 books is my goal, and if I don't reach it, not putting too much pressure on myself, because I'm not about putting pressure on myself, because then I know I won't do it. If there's too much pressure, I'll just back out and be like, no, not doing it. So 100 books. I'm hoping I can achieve it, not putting too much pressure on myself to achieve it, but I just want to enjoy every book that I read. Question number 2, a book you're most likely to reread in 2025. I have a few books that I would like to reread. Obviously, the Boys of Tom series I have up here, right here, nice on my shelf. I absolutely love the Boys of Tom series. I think they're going to be like yearly rereads for me, because I just love the whole storyline to it. I know some parts of it are really heartbreaking. Some parts you just like so love, and the way these characters come together, and it's like found family. They go through so much, but they're still supportive of one another, and I cannot wait for Claiming 10 to come out this year. So excited for that one. So rereads, I'm just going to have a look on here. Bear with me. Another book that I would like to reread is Red, White and Royal Blue. I absolutely loved this when I first read it, so I'm hoping, really hoping, that I will enjoy it a second time round. I know this is Alex, who is he's marketing goal for the White House, and that's all that I can remember from this. And Henry is obviously a British royal. I can't remember much from this, but I know when I read it, I enjoyed it. My brother was like, Charlotte, you've got to read this. Please read this book. And I did read it and absolutely fell in love with it. I loved the cheekiness of Alex. Like, he's just so bold in a way. And Henry is just this prince. But with these two, there's so much that happens. And I did watch the film that was made of this as well. Absolutely love that as well. But they did miss some things out. Not that I can remember off the top of my head what they missed out right now. But yeah, that's why this is a reread in 2025. And also, this book surprised me. I read this book on holiday last year in October, and that was the Little Coffee Shop of Terrors. I really enjoyed this. I was not expecting it to be what it was. I was not expecting this coffee grinder to play such a huge part, but it did. It had lovely twists and turns that you weren't expecting. It was such a quick read, and it was just the perfect little... Is it like a mystery thriller? Oh, I'm not sure what you'd class this as, to be fair. Like a mystery thriller book, horror type book, whatever it is, it was fun, and I want to reread this one. Question number 3, a book that's on your priority TBR for 2025. Still cannot speak. I get so nervous just talking in front of this camera. So a book that's high on my priority TBR, obviously Onyx Storm. We'll put a picture either here or here, because I absolutely love the Empyrean series and I've been waiting so long to read Onyx Storm. I'm looking at my bookshelves because there are so many unread books over there. So if you haven't watched how many unread books that I have, I will link the video either up here or here. Still can't remember which side. So High priority TBR, Mile High, cannot wait to read that one. Serpent and the Wings of Night, Magnolia Parks is really, really up there. Um, I am trying to think what else. Oh, I would love to read the Off Campus series by Elle Kennedy as well. Have not read an Elle Kennedy book ever. So fingers crossed I get round to them. So that is really high. But I would like to read that series, and I would also like to read the full Magnolia Park series this year. If I don't get round to it, not too much pressure, because they are on my shelf, so I can just pick them off as and when I want to read them, or when they come up in a challenge or something like that, or say I'm reading YouTubers 5-star reads or something like that, it might come up in one of them, or even in like a 24-hour challenge or clear the TBR challenge, whichever one it may be. I know there's several chances for me to read these books that are high on my TBR. Question number 4, an author you are done with in 2025. Well, I did say that I was done with Freedom McFadden in 2024, but I was gifted one of her books for Christmas, which was Never Lie. And everyone says Never Lie by Freedom McFadden is one of the best ones to read. So I haven't quite written her off just yet. And to be honest, I don't think this, because I'm quite new to reading, it's been, just over a year and a half now that I have been reading. I haven't really fully cut an author off and be like, no, I'm never reading your books again. So that one is really hard for me to answer, because obviously I haven't even got one. I can't say it's Freedom McFadden anymore, because I really want to read Never Lie. Now that people have said you've got to read this, like this was one of the best. I've looked at so many reviews on Goodreads, on Fable, I've watched people's TikToks about it, and I'm like, okay, maybe not just cut her off just yet, because she also has a book coming out this month in January called The Crash. And some people have said that it's good, but it's not like her usual type of writing, so maybe that might work for me. So she is not 100% cut off. So yeah, I think I have no authors that I'm not continuing in 2025. I'm going to try and read most of them that I have on my shelf, and there is a few on there. I have just been sneezing my head off. I don't know what it is. It's making me sneeze, but something's making me sneeze really bad. So question is it number 5? Yeah, number 5. Something new you want to read in 2025. I would like to read more thriller books, try and get into that. I do have quite a few that are on my shelf, haven't got round to it. But yeah, something new that I'd like to read in 2025, thrillers, maybe like memoirs and biographies, just to step out of my comfort zone, because I do mainly read romance books. However, I have read a few fantasy books so far this year, and I want to continue with them. So yeah, that is it. That's just it. Something new you want to read in 2025? Thriller books, because I hardly read any at all. I'm lucky if I read how many did I read last year? Probably like 3 or 4, if that, to be honest. 6, a popular book you want to read in 2025. A popular book I want to read in 2025. Ooh, see, I have a few on my shelves right now. I have quite a few on my shelves. I have the Shatter Me book, but I think it's only like the first one, and I know that was really, really popular on Book Talk quite a while ago. See, this is so hard because I can see all the books in front of me, but I haven't got my glasses on to actually fully focus on these titles. A popular book you want to read in 2025. Ooh. See, I'm trying to really think about this. A popular book I want to read. See, most of the popular books that are out, I've probably read because I've brought them and read them, or read them on Kindle. So, Say You Swear. Right, that's a popular book that I haven't read yet. Is Say You Swear. Is it by Megan Brandy? I've got it, have not read it. It's been on my shelf for a hell of a long while. Like I want to say over like 8 months. It's been on there that long for me. So that's probably going to be one of the popular books I want to read. And maybe Babel. Is it Babel? I think that's how you pronounce it. And Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. So there's 3 popular books I would like to read. That came so hard to choose. Why did it take me so long to choose. Like, they're literally right there. So yeah, Say You Swear, Babble, Tomorrow, Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Popular books that I would like to read. I will stop repeating myself now. Well, I'll try to anyway, but this is me. Question number 7. Most anticipated release of 2025. Onyx Storm is up there. Onyx Storm I pre-ordered as soon as I could because I'm just that obsessed with the Empyrean series. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think it's called the Empyrean series or something. Most anticipated release, there is Fearless by Lauren Roberts. Didn't enjoy Powerless, but really want to read Fearless because I enjoyed every other book apart from the first one. Ooh. There's one on top of my head that it's not released yet. Was it Wild and Wrangled? Wrangled and Wild? Wild and Wrangled? One of them. Yeah, Wild and Wrangled is really up there with the most anticipated release. And I haven't seen anyone doing this mention King of Envy by Anna Huang. That's coming out this year. Absolutely love the King of Sin series, and I cannot Speak, Charlotte. Just speak. Let it out. I cannot wait to read King of Envy by her. I know a lot of people were a bit disappointed with, is it The Striker? Yeah, I know a lot of people were disappointed with The Striker, but I really enjoyed that book. That book was so fun for me. Her writing, I just find it so easy to read. It's just so fun, so enjoyable. So King of Envy is also on that list. Number 8, a bookish goal you have for 2025. A bookish goal I have for 2025. I would like to read at least 50 physical books off my shelf because I have over 300 unread books on there. So if I can get that down by 50, last time I checked I had 100 and I want to say 70 something books on there. So if I can get that down to around 320, then I will be happy. I know that's still a rather large number, but I will be happy to get that down. Bookish, can I think of another bookish goal? I would also like to obviously listen to 5 audiobooks. That was in my goals for 2025. Listen to 5 audiobooks. I have listened to one, and that was A Fate Inked in Blood. I listened to it and I had the physical book, so I was switching in between both, so I hope that counts. And I think that's my main bookish goals, to be fair. Get my TBR down. Well, my physical TBR, my Kindle TBR, I've lost track. There's so many books on there. My physical TBR goal down, and to listen to 5 audiobooks. Before you say audiobooks isn't reading, it is. It's just a different way of reading. Like you're listening to the exact same thing that's in the book. So that's me. I'm saying that. Question number 9, a book that's been on your TBR forever and you most likely won't read. Now, this one is easy for me, and I'm so sorry for anybody who loved The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That has been on my TBR for ages, and I have tried reading it, put it back, tried reading it, put it back. It is going to stay on my TBR, because one day I might want to read it, but I probably won't actually get round to reading it, if that makes sense. Like, I've tried so many times now, like, is it worth getting rid of? But then there's times where I'm like, actually, I want to try that. But I most likely won't get round to reading that one. Question number 10, a series you want to read this year. Well, I've pretty much already answered that one, haven't I? I obviously want to read the Magnolia Park series because I have all 5 books on my shelf. I'm not sure if there's another one coming out. And the Off-Campus series by Elle Kennedy. The Windy City series by Liz Tomford, even though the size of them books are huge, I really want to read them as well. I'm trying to think what other series I actually have, because I do have a few, but I don't think they're all like, I think they're not like proper series, I think they're all like interconnected series. But for now, we're going to go with Magnolia Parks, Off Campus, and Windy City series. They are the 3 series that I would like to either start or finish in 2025. Question 11, who are your auto-buy authors in 2025? So it's going to be Anna Huang, Rebecca Yarros, trying to think, Lucy Score, Penelope Douglas, H.D. Colton. So there's 5. Obviously, Chloe Walsh is definitely a must-buy author for me, especially with Claiming 10 coming out, like I said. So they are my must-buy. There are my auto-buy authors. Like, if Rebecca Yarros releases it, I'm going to try and read it. If now I forgot who I've just said because my mind's just completely gone blank. Anna Huang, absolutely love hers. Oh, I forgot to mention Elsie Silver as well. She is definitely an auto-buy author for me. Absolutely love these books that she's been releasing, and I cannot wait for the next one. What's this series called? Did it tell you the name of the series in the book? The Rose Hill series. Absolutely been loving that, and I cannot wait for the 3rd book to come out this year. A book to show adaptation you are excited about. Well, we know at some point Fourth Wing is going to be turned into like a TV show or a movie. Really would be looking forward to that. But I don't know what I've got on my shelves that would be classed as that, because Daisy Jones and the Six has already happened. Oh, I'm so sorry, not even read that yet. Oh, Twisted Love. Oh my god, have you seen that? Twisted Love. I think it's going to be a series, like a TV series. I really cannot wait for that to be adapted, because you know full well I will be watching that. I know a lot of people don't like Alex Volkov, but for me there's just something about him, like the way he is, like that man has swagger, like he's definitely got it going. But if they do turn this into a series or a movie, I really, really hope they leave the singing scene in, because that was one of his fears, like singing in front of people, wasn't it? So I really, really hope that they leave that in, because I will be in my element. I will be cringing, like full on cringing like I did with the book. But yeah, I really want them to keep that in. Question number 13, bookish things you are leaving behind in 2025. So I have 2 things on this list, because I did put a list, and the first one is people judging others for what they read. And I know recently someone put up a video about how only booktubers or booktalkers, they only read smut. But why are you judging someone for what they like? Like, you could sit and read thriller, or you could sit and only read memoirs, or literary fiction. Can't speak, literary fiction. And I'm not going to judge you. If you enjoy that, you read that. I mean, I like dark romance. I don't question someone who just wants to read a closed door romance. That's up to them. I mean, who are we to judge others for what they read? As long as you are enjoying it. Not every book is for everybody. As long as you are enjoying it, that's all that matters. What does it matter to anybody else? So keep your opinions to yourself, because we don't always read smut. Smut is what we enjoy, and that's the end of it. You don't have to like it. We're just, let's just say, probably not all there. Some of us have just enjoy these darker things, like the spicier things, and it just excites us a little bit. So do not judge, keep your trap short, and enjoy what you are reading. And what does it matter if you don't like what others are reading? Just enjoy what you read. And number 2 is audiobooks isn't reading. I have seen this so many times, and so many people rant about this. How can someone say audio isn't reading, when in reality we are taking in the same content, just in a different format? That's like saying reading off a Kindle isn't reading because it's not a physical book. Like, come on. We all know the audiobook isn't reading. It's just the same content in a different format. End of situation. Bye-bye. Camera just died, so it is on charge. Question number 14, what to expect from your channel this year? I would love to do like more reading vlogs this year, but I've only done like one, and that was when I was away. But I would like to do like more reading challenges, like the 24-hour reading challenge. How many pages can I read in a week? Just bits like that. Or let's just say a random number generator chooses how many pages I read or how many hours I read, because that way it's going to encourage me to read more physical books. So obviously I would like to add more reading vlogs, maybe add more daily life into it as well, so you get a bit more of me. It's not just when I'm reading, it's a bit more of me in my day-to-day life, like getting ready in the morning, spend the day with me, shopping, just bits like that, maybe incorporated into it. But I'm gonna try and upload once a week, which is on Fridays. I like to have my upload days on Fridays because I don't know, it's just the day of the week that I like to upload. So yeah, to expect from my channel more vlogs, hopefully, like more reading vlogs, reading challenges, and a little bit more of memoir. And hopefully I will stop looking like a mess on the internet, because I hardly ever do my makeup. My hair is either up right on top of my head or tucked right at the back in the low bun. I never have my nails done. I do have these ones on today, which are just little glue-on ones. So I'm hoping to stop looking a mess on this channel as well. Even though I look as pale as a ghost right now, like there is no colour to me whatsoever. So maybe I start to dig my makeup out and start wearing that when I'm filming, because I am fed up of looking like a mess on here, guys. I'm so sorry. But I do enjoy hardly wearing any makeup, even though I have got cluster lashes on right now as well. I did them this morning just to make myself feel that little bit better, because I felt like shite. I really, really did. So I was just trying to encourage myself to get motivated to get filming. So yeah, we are going to try so many new things on this channel. I hope that I get round to doing them, because I really enjoy this channel and I really want to keep going. My phone's now locked itself. Okay. My Face ID don't want to work now. I've got lashes on either. I mean, most of these were romance books, so most of what I read was romance. However, towards the end of the year, that changed with obviously reading Court of Thorns and Roses, When the Moon Hatched. I read The Housemaid. I read the Twisted series by Emily McIntyre. I'm trying to think what else was on it. Punk 57, Penelope Douglas. I know I read some dark stuff, but I can't see it on here. But I did read quite a bit, like booktube creators who inspire you. Obviously, our girl Larry, have to mention Larry. YouTube, let's see who I am subscribed to. So obviously Larry, as I've mentioned, she's booked and busy. I absolutely love her channel. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I love the way she does her TBRs with the spin wheel, and I really, really want to try that. We have JTH Books, so that's Jack, and he reads books that are quite different to what I read. I find his videos really interesting to watch because it is so different. But then I see a book that he's reading and I'm like, I might add that to my wish list and one day get it, and I've done that a few times. And then we have Becca in the Books. I absolutely love her channel. I love how she incorporates her daily life also within the reading, and obviously the TBR challenges she does to get a TBR down. Absolutely love watching them. And I love how long her content is as well. Like, I would love to be able to produce content that is that long. Like, that is just magic to me, because I'm lucky if I can get a vlog to go over half an hour, guys. And even then, I'm like, oh, I could have included this, and I could have done that, and I could have done this. But there's just so many things that I would like to include, but never get around to doing it. Obviously, Destiny Sidwell's, like, she is up there with the booktubers that inspire me. And there's Sarah, I can't pronounce her last name, Caroli, Sarah Caroli, I think that's how you pronounce it. Absolutely love her. and Hayley. I can't pronounce Hayley's last name, but I know it begins with a P and I can't pronounce it to save my life. They are the booktubers who inspire me, and I cannot wait to carry on watching their videos in 2025, because it's watching them that made me want to start this channel, and this channel has become like my baby and I absolutely love it, absolutely adore this channel, and I cannot wait to share more insights with you, like share my life with you, share my book reviews, share what I'm reading. So yeah, it's thanks to them that I am doing this. Question number 17, question number 17, something you'd want to say to someone starting a booktube channel. Just do it. Make your first video and just see how you like being in front of a camera. It may be hard, because I found this really nerve-wracking. Like, my anxiety was on edge for months starting this, but I want to say I've been doing this around 10-11 months now, and the hardest part was just to get going. So what I'm going to say is, film your video, edit it how you like, create your thumbnail, upload, share to every social media platform that you have. And the one thing is, you'll notice you'll have more strangers supporting you than you will have people that actually know you. And I've seen that because I don't know very many people, but I've had more support from strangers than what I have people that I know. But a lot of family are really supportive of this, especially my husband and his granddad. Like, they help so much. So just start your channel, aim big, or even if you want to aim big, start small. You could just do an introducing yourself as your first video, a monthly TBR, or books that you like to read. It doesn't matter as long as you start. Just get yourself out there and start, because it is the best decision that I ever made. I'm enjoying being on this journey, especially with you guys. So that is the end of this video, and I just want to thank you so much if you got this far to the end, and I shall see you pretty soon with another upload, hopefully not looking like a ghost. So there we go, and I am so grateful for you guys, and I shall hopefully see you soon. Bye, book besties.